Hello, welcome to this tutorial in Python. Today I'll be showing you how to create 3D scatter plots. What I'll be doing is running you through the code, and then I'll be showing you the results of the code that we ran through together. As we run through the code, I'll be explaining things which could be a bit more confusing. So let's get started. So firstly, I've imported two modules here. One is the MPL toolkit.mplot3d, and then the second one is the matplotlib.pyplot, and I've put that as PLT because saying matplotlib.pyplot is very difficult. It's literally one of the hardest things I've had to say in a long time. The next thing I've done is I've just specified three random points. So I've called x1, y1 and z1, and I've just put three lists, one for x, one for y, and one for z. Just random numbers. I've got a second set here, but we'll run over that a bit later. And I've put that as x1, y1, and z1. Next thing we need to do is we need to plot our figure, our graph, and we do that by typing in fig and equal to plt.figure. Like that, plt.figure. And what that'll do is that will create a graph for us, and then the next thing we need to do is we need to specify this figure. And what I've done is type in fig.add_subplot, and that can be done simply by typing figure.add, and then select subplot, and then in the brackets type in 111, comma, projection equals 3D. Now this is a really key line, and projection has to be in 3D if you're creating 3D graphs. And what this subplot 111 means is that you're essentially specifying the location in the subplots of row, column and position. So today we're only going to be using and creating one 3D graph, but if you had 2D graphs or multiple graphs, 2D or 3D, this is a way which you can specify the row, column and position. So the first one is row, the second one is column, and the third one is the position. The next thing you need to do is we need to load these points and connect them to the figure that we've created lower down. And we do that by typing in G1, which is what I've called this subplot. I've equated that to G1. And then to call that, type in G1.scatter, and that is the scatter graph that we're creating. And then within this scatter, we're going to call x1, y1, and z1, like here. And then the next thing you need to do is you need to specify the color and the shape of each one of these points. So we should have 10 points in total. So this is 1 point, 132, this is the second point, 252, this is the third point, 756, and so on, all the way to the end of the list. So to specify the color, we type in C, and then it equals R, and what that does is that puts the color as red. And then the shape of the marker that we want it to be a circle, so type in marker equals, and then we put O. And O is a circle shape, so that specifies the shape as a circle. So the next thing we need to do is we need to add these labels to the X and Y and Z axes, and we do that typing in G1.setXLabel for X, set Y label for Y, and set Z label for Z. And I've put that as simply as X, Y, and Z. So you'll see that as labels on the axes. And so the final thing we need to do is then we need to type in plt.show, and what that'll do is that will tell to load the graph, having created all of this, and it's come to the end, and now it needs to show what has been created. So if we run that now, and we look to our output on the right here, we can see now that we have a 3D graph with X, Y, and Z axes. And we have those points here specified above, so we should have around 10 points, which we do, and then they all between 0 and 10, and they are. So great, that all seems to be working well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to add a second set of points to this. So I have specified a second set of points here, x2, y2 and z2. And we're going to type in g1.scatter again. And so what we need to do now is we need to essentially add this second set of points onto this graph that we created above. And we do that by typing in g1.scatter again, but this time we're going to load the second set of points. So we're going to type in x2, y2 and z2. And our colour is going to be blue this time, and the marker's still going to be circles. So if we run the graph now, you can see below that now we have a second set of points here. And we can keep adding points. We can type in sort of, let's say x3 equals, I don't know, we just type in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, y and z, y3 equals, let's just actually just plot one extra point just so I can get my meaning across. 1, 5, and we can have z3 equals 6. Okay, 6. Why did I type in 5? And then this is how I do it. You just copy and paste the code above, change that to 3s, make it look a bit different, and then run it. And now you see that point there. So you just keep adding points as much as you want. You can also, include import the numpy module and the random modules, and just, put lots and lots of points in there. See how many points you can get. Put random int in there, and just you can sort of build this graph out. So I hope you've enjoyed that tutorial. It was a very quick one. I just wanted to give you an introduction into how to create 3D graphs, and I hope I have done just that for you. So don't forget to subscribe to my other channels, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much for watching.